Welcome to USA2Ride, the show where Eduardo and Julie hit the roads on two wheels to bring you the best of the motorcycle world. We will talk to experts, shop owners, and mechanics and share the best places to go, maintenance tips, stories from the road, and much more. Rev up your engines. Here is Eduardo Schneider and Julie Maioli.
Here you go. Welcome to another edition of USA2Ride on WNN 1470 AM from beautiful Boca Raton, South Florida. We are live on USA2Ride.com/live. That, hence live, the button live. You can call us 1-888-565-1470. Have a ton of gas here today. I hope we can squeeze everybody on the screen there.
Got the cheap seats running today. Got the cheap seats.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't take my phone.
I did.
Yes.
Okay, hang on a second.
I was looking.
They must be here somewhere.
Yes.
We're on Facebook.com/USA2Ride, and you want to talk to us, just send us an email, info@USA2Ride.com. We're here, Team USA2Ride. Apparently we're here, Team USA2Ride.
How I don't know, but we're here.
I'm Ed Schneider. Next to me, Julie Maioli. Across the table, our house guest, Jeffrey E. Cohen. And of course, we have tonight our friends Tony West from Florida Track Days and Rick Hance from Broward County Riders. Welcome everybody to the USA2Ride show. And tonight we're going to talk about MotoGP. Very controversial conversation we're going to have here. And I already know where some people stand in this room as far as their favorite racers, so it's going to be very colorful.
She got upset last week with us over that.
I know.
Let's not start again.
I know. And this is just the intro of the show. Cool. We're going to talk about some facts and some, things that are going on behind the scenes there. Everything started at Sepang, Malaysia, and we're going to talk about it with people who know the subject. Also, we have an important interview with the police officer, Captain Al Zikis from the Pembroke Pines Police Department. And Julie and I, we went down there and we interviewed him about the controversial possible end of the Hooters bike night that has been going on for over 12 years. It might be coming to an end. And,
it's always time for a new era.
It is time for a new era. Yep.
Sometimes.
Apparently.
Change.
Let's see what the
Change, that's right. Change is good.
Change is good.
Change is good
Always.
if it happens.
Also, very important. We had a ride on Sunday that Jeff Cohen's been teasing us about this ride for months, and finally he took us there, Solomon's Castle. And Tony actually told me that he saw a show one day on TV about one of the weirdest places to go in Florida.
There were strange places in Florida, and I definitely recognized the castle.
Yeah,
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We definitely recognize as strange. But you know what? Very loving people. They received us like family, and it's fantastic. And we're going to talk about all this and much more after we take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stop by Rick K's Honda Powerhouse and check out the best selection of cruisers, sport bikes, dirt bikes, and ATVs. Their staff is amazing and their location is perfect, right off Griffin Road and I-75 in Davie. Get a new Honda at Rick K's Honda Powerhouse today. Call 954-364-3214 or visit rickkspowerhouse.com. When we ride, we must protect our eyes. Ed Schneider and Julie Maioli from Team USA2Ride here. When we go for a ride, we're always protected with 7-Eye Performance Eyewear.
That's right, Ed. These high-tech sunglasses prevent dry eyes, are super resistant, and look great too.
Learn more and get yours at 7eye.com. Stand out from the crowd with your Nex helmet. Safety and technology meet style and design. Nex helmets offer the coolest models and styles like the aggressive XT1 Raptor and the uber cool Switch. Nex helmets exceed DOT standards and are available only at the best motorcycle accessory stores. Find the store nearest you at nextnorthamerica.com. All right. right, we're back in the studio. WNN 1470 AM. Jeffrey Eco is confused.
Oh, we have
I'm in
two
lost.
votes.
I'm lost.
We need you to deconfuse really quick.
Okay, I'm working on it. I don't think I have to deconfuse till like 6:38 or something. It has my name here. Wait a minute. Let me put my glasses on.
We gotta change the rules of the game on you, right?
Yeah, that's it. All right, 6:35 and 14 seconds. Here we go.
Guy.
Oh, not gonna be looking at the schedule there.
No, he's lucky. Always he comes and finds some glasses to him.
Well, you found another
I left
pair.
them there, but I
Yes,
like the
I'm
ones
not
from
again.
last week, the purple with the bling.
What did you do with that?
I left them here for me. They were feminine. I liked them.
You like them?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to Daniel and the C7
They're
I can
scared
send you.
now, right?
Yeah.
In touch with his feminine side.
That's right.
You guys wanna move over to the side?
Chase them around the
Sitting on
track.
close over here.
Okay, I'm man enough to handle that.
All right, Jeff, we're gonna start with you because you have a lot going on. I know we have some phone calls
We
already. We're
do,
gonna get to
we
them
do.
really
We've
quick.
got some. We've got Crystal from the Miami Motocross Park waiting for us, and we've also got Jim from MotoWad Suspension.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about some good stuff, and we had a great ride this weekend. I think we're gonna roll some video
We
footage.
have two videos
Let's
actually.
do it. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cool.
we'll talk about that, and we'll get on the horn with our callers, and we'll go through it. Have a
Okay,
great
sounds
time
good.
today.
So the first thing that we did on Sunday, it was about the ride to Solomon's Castle.
Phenomenal ride.
And you brought us there, and with a group of,
63 riders, 56 motorcycles, 57 motorcycles.
I think one of the largest groups
Largest
I ever
groups
ridden with. Yeah.
That's the largest group that I've ever taken out on tour for one of our rides. So that was just really huge to have 63 people come out for a ride and hang out with us and have a great day.
So let's do. Let's see here. We have the video number 2, Freddie. This is with you. Let's talk about the ride, Jeff. Fred is gonna roll the.
I see. We got it
film
rolling.
front. You got it rolling. See, Rick K's Honda Powerhouse, where we started the ride. That's where we always meet for the ride with the pro.
Yeah, and they can tell that this video wasn't photoshopped whatsoever because I look about 30 pounds overweight. You see some of those pictures? There was one picture, I looked like an Oompa Loompa. I thought I was going to really explode. I kept looking at it going, this can't even be me. But it was. I thought it was somebody else who was riding my motorcycle, and I've done really well on the weight gain program. So I'm really proud of myself for that.
Tell us a little bit about why this ride starts at Rick K's Honda Powerhouse.
Rick Case is our sponsor. I ride the Rick Case Powerhouse Goldwing competitively in a lot of iron butt competitions and legend type rallies. Or if I need to get somewhere like to the radio station relatively quickly, that is my chariot of choice.
Okay.
I rode that here tonight. But they've been a great supporter of the ride. Ryan and I talked about 2.5 years ago when we started it. Just kind of as a fun thing, let's ride with the pro and take people out and teach them a little bit more about long distance riding, about getting on the bike, quicker fuels, less goofing around time, and more serious about putting down some miles, which we did. We logged 370 some odd miles on Sunday, and again with 63 people, that's pretty amazing.
And Eric told us that there was a guy very new that was the first time with long distance. Okay.
He bought his bike. Had his bike delivered Saturday evening. He'd never had a motorcycle license before. And we've had multiple riders like that. We have Ricardo, who came out, had his bike delivered to his house before he took the class. Betty Massey, 2 days. She was out long distance riding. JR is there. He's another DJ Stacy. He's a brand new rider, never been out really riding before. He showed up. Another woman had 1,000 miles. She was there. This guy who got his bike the day before from Eagle Rider was there. So it's really become a good place for people to start honing their skills really quickly and very new. And the thing that I think is outrageous is that these people who've touched on long distance riding versus location to location, that 6, 7, 8, 9,
Right.
10 mile ride. I rode for 30 minutes, I'm done. It really teaches them the joy of riding. And we've seen these people come back and it's great for the dealers, it's great for the individuals who are riding, it's great for our sponsors, it's great for the sport, it's great for everybody that's involved.
I need to expose myself a little bit.
Please don't.
On yeah, I try not to, but
Like the light switch.
yeah. For those of you watching on USA2Ride.com live, please compute some
Please put on protection goggles.
I consider myself a very conscientious and safe rider and all that, and
Okay.
we rode safe. 300 plus miles, almost 400 miles. But you know how you always say, don't ever pass, gas stations.
Don't pass gas.
No pass gas. Yeah. Sponsored by Taco Bell.
Right. There you are passing gas. Look,
Yeah.
there you go.
That's me passing
looking
gas.
around. Nobody's around, right?
Oh no! Let me tell you something. I was passing a lot of gas in the big Indian
I
restaurant.
was in that moment for sure.
You were behind him?
Oh, wait a second. Hey, Julie, where are you going with this?
Okay, I'm quite.
Yes. You're not bringing up about the two guys who were kind of passing and reveling us a little bit?
No. Actually,
Okay.
no. That you know what? Every time you're gonna ride in a group, you
That
always.
guy's VMAX, I rode it because the battery went dead. I had a pop start it at the end of the day.
I saw it.
I had a pop start 2 motorcycles that didn't start throughout the ride, but we kept everybody rolling.
I had to
Everybody got
start
on.
one. I had to start one. You didn't see it, but I had to, the yellow Aprilia.
Oh God, I had to pop start the VMAX, and but it was great because when I got to go on it, I rode around the block, and then I was like, burnt the back tire twice on someone else's bike. It felt really good. It was like I was burning up my own tires.
One suggestion I'm going to do to anybody that goes to Solomon's Castle, when you come out of there, the first gas station that you find, stop. Because
really.
I on State Road 70.
Oh, you were on a long. You passed the 2 stations, and that was it, man. Don't pass gas. Listen to me. I've ridden to Alaska twice, okay? And there are occasions where you'll get a fuel station in like 40 or 50 miles from each other. You stop at that station, even though you've got
Right.
3/4 of a tank, because the next one probably shut down. The other one's in the process of being robbed, and the third one, forget about it. You just can't. You just don't. When you're desolate, please, folks, don't pass gas.
Let's go. Before we go to the our phones. Oops.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the phones. What we got going on until we get the phone going back. We're gonna be hooking up with. All right, it's back. Hey, let's go to the phones and can we go to the phone?
Wait a second. Before we go to the phones, I gotta tell you something. When life throws you a curveball, Jeff, and you know that, we count on the help of who? Attorney Rob Snook.
Oh, Rob Snook. That's right.
Not only he's a bike rider like us, Rob Snook has 25 years of litigation experience. He handles family law, criminal defense. This is for you, Rick. Federal and state cases. Got any business-related issues? That's for you, Jeff. You gotta talk to Rob Snook, but you already know him.
Yes.
Call him for a free consultation at 561-302-2597. We also
5297 302 5297.
But the information is in our web page too.
Yep.
So look at our web page.
Really?
Everything is there.
really cool guy. It's a joy to ride with him. Very experienced Hokahe motorcycle rider as well.
Finisher, yes, he's a great rider. He's a great guy and real down to earth, and always is up for lending a hand. Just
Oh, I know. He's helping me right now.
strong guy. Yeah, real good guy.
Let's go to the phones really quick. So
Go to Jim.
We have Jim. Jim, welcome to USA2Ride, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Welcome to USA2Ride.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It sounds like you guys are having a good time in the studio. It sounds like I should be down there.
You should, Jim.
You should. Where are you calling from, Jim?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, Jim's from MotoWads.
Oh.
He makes suspensions for side-by-sides, four-wheelers, formula racing, and has ventured out into the American V-twin market. There's a big need in the V-twin market for coilovers or air suspension. And a lot of the newer models, when people are looking to upgrade their suspension, Jim and I just recently met. I looked at his product. It was absolutely beautiful. It's made right here in the United States of America.
Nice.
Up
You
north.
sent me the picture.
Yeah,
I saw it.
nice, nice coil.
Very nice.
Very nice product. And
Thank you.
I got Jim calling in because I want him just to tell us a little bit about what he's got going on and maybe to clear up some misinformation or just not great knowledge of like dampening and recoil
It's this kind of
for
product.
people, because I'm not even 100% on technical aspects. So Jim, right now we're passing around your coilovers, and
Sure.
go ahead and tell people that you could set the dampening and you could set the rebound and what that really means quickly for someone who's a novice.
Well, I think the first thing is, you can have lots of adjustment on things, and some of them are for comfort, and the other adjustments would be just for safety. So, if you have a new damper, let's say you have a rebound adjustment on it, I think the biggest thing there is trying to keep that rear tire just in constant contact with the ground, which would be a safe thing. Where lots of the OEM shocks, where they just have a hard time keeping the tires on the ground, and that's just unsafe. You guys are logging lots of miles, so anytime you can improve the safety and the ride of things, it's it's all for the benefit.
And Jim, let me ask you a question. Do you make shocks for any bikes?
Well, we're a custom shock builder, so we have the ability to make for anything, but I can't say that we have, a full library of all offerings at this present time, but we will be picking things off as the time goes on.
I'm just asking because every time Julie has to catch a ride with me, she always complains about the suspension on my 2002 Honda Shadow Saber.
I think it's making time to make it into a rigid, Jim. Don't send him anything.
Well, could be because I like to ride.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So,
Julie, my best advice to you is just throw him off the bike and leave him. Forget the shocks.
I've seen what she does when she's riding my bike.
That's it, beat rides. Jim, I'm really looking forward to riding that coilover to Galveston this weekend. I'm going to be doing a 2,400 mile round trip, probably in about 3.5 days, and I think it's going to be a great change. And look forward to the change.
Is Jim shipping you the shocks?
I have them tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll have the shocks tomorrow. I'll put them on tomorrow and roll out tomorrow.
Cool.
So we will be back here with you next Tuesday. That way we can talk about my ride and how much better my Road Glide custom or special or whatever they call it is going to perform. I'm really looking forward to it because it's terrible right now.
Yeah, well, we'll get some miles. You'll get some miles on it, and then while I was waiting on hold with listening to you guys, our test mule on that air spring shock that I sent you a picture of, reports came in. He's actually liking that better than the coilover. So I'm hoping to get you on that here in the near future as well, and maybe we can talk about that later on.
Absolutely. I know I've got a lot of listeners who ride that Street Glide and ride that Road Glide, not only competitors. So I know they're going to be waiting to hear what I have to say, and I think it's going to really bring back a lot of good reports. And that way, guys can go ahead and upgrade and enjoy their ride a lot more.
Yep, you bet.
Awesome, Jim. Great having you at USA2Ride. Send our hello to everybody in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Minneapolis is one of my favorite cities in the U.S., actually.
Hey, Jim.
Thanks. Yep, thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah, of course, our pleasure. Thank you so much so far for all your support. Just go ahead and plug yourself. That way people can go to your website and get in contact with you. I know it's MotoWodz. MotoWodz, correct? .com?
No D. MotoWodz.com.
Sorry about that. Yep.
No problem.
All right, so MotoWodz it is, and go out there and check out his custom stuff, even
Jeff,
for four-wheelers, side by side.
You got a lot closer than I thought you would.
Closer?
Spelling.
Thank you. My spelling is terrible, but my mathematics is good. It's my Jewish heritage. But, Jim, we will talk to you real soon, and I look forward to the shocks, man. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, let's switch gears really quick here because we have Crystal on the line. Hi, Crystal. Welcome to USA2Ride.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hello.
I heard that you took some people dirt riding this weekend.
Yeah, he happens to be right next to you.
Yeah, right.
How are
Let me
you?
tell you, he talks the talk. So he passed me, right? He did like a quarter of a lap, and you could see like he was you're like, all right. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a nice battle, right? He passes me and then immediately exits the track.
That's right. I exited the track because I got the pass and that was it. I was done. I passed her and I'm finished. I got nothing else left. I win.
Did he go straight to the chiropractor?
And I went straight to the pits to go get a drink of water. My arms were ready to fall off. I'll tell you, I had such a fantastic time. I went out to the Miami Motocross Park on Saturday. And I rolled up there in flip-flops and shorts and a T-shirt, and I had talked to Eduardo and said I was going out there to just check the place out. We're looking to do a ride with the pro, and it's going to encourage and enhance people's riding skills on the street. They can feel the bumps, and what if they run off to the grass or something?
I mean, you guys into racing. Have you been with Rick? Have you been to Miami Motocross Park?
I've taken some photos for the races there, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know
Awesome.
Crystal?
Yeah, what's up, Crystal?
Hey, Crystal.
I know Fernando also.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a whole big family here.
Yeah, so I pull up, I'm not prepared to ride. I'm just going there to go take some measurements for some stuff and say hello and get some information. And Crystal says, "Oh, so are you guys going to ride?" I was like, "Oh, going to ride? Well, now I don't think so. I'm not dressed." She said, "Well, we have everything you need." And I said, "But I don't have socks. I'll just ride without socks." "Yeah, we're going to ride. Let's ride." So my friend and I, we get ready to go ride. She hands us all the gear, everything we need: socks, boots, pants, chest protector, goggles, gloves, helmet, and motorcycles. So we rent all this stuff from them. And what a time we had. I mean, a person who's never even been on a dirt bike, Betty Massey, is out there on a dirt bike checking it out. And
Crystal, actually, I want to ask you a question. Betty told us that you made a comment that you have never seen a beginner go as fast as she was going. Is that true or false?
Yeah, she was all on the throttle. She would go into the turn, and instead of slowing down for the turn, she would just hold the same speed. It was like she was on the road bike.
did she look like a beginner to you?
She was a beginner, but she was going very fast in the turn.
Nice.
There was no fear. There was absolutely no fear. And she did go on the big track even, and she did fall in a turn, and she took a nice tumble, but she hopped right back up and got back on that bike, and she was just ready to go.
That's Betty Massey.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I'm just sitting there shaking my head. I can't even believe that.
No, let me tell you something that happened, Crystal, because when Jeff called me and say, "Hey, Ad, I'm going to the Miami Motocross Park," and I was like, "Oh, that sounds really cool, man. We could go together." It was at 1:20 in the afternoon. I said, "What time are you going to be there?" He said, 1:25. I was like, "What?"
And you see, nobody invite me, so I am knowing about this right now.
So we have to go back there as Team USA to ride.
I want to go too.
You're in?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Rick is in.
Tony,
I'll be
too.
there.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah,
All right.
the place is going to be rocking when we go on the ride with the pro. It looks like it's building up to be a great event, and you've got some great things going on. You've got stuff going on at your Mesa track this weekend, right? You have a big race up there.
Yep, that's correct. This weekend, on the 8th, we're going to have a race at Mesa Motocross Park. Mesa Park is our second park. It's located in Fellsmere, Florida. It's quite a marathon of races, actually, because there's 26 races that happen in a day. But for people who aren't familiar with motocross, 26 races is really like 52 races because each race has 2 motos.
Wow.
So it is really a work of art to finish before the sun goes down.
You better start as the sun comes up. That's all I gotta say.
I see a great photo up for Rick here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the other thing that's great too is Joe Andrews from Wrangler.
Yep.
Has offered to pony up some jeans, which I told Crystal about. So Wrangler is going to become a supporter of that event this weekend, which I think is outstanding. And we just all keep growing this thing. And I can't wait to come back out and see you, Crystal. It was a great time. I recommend if you ever wanted to ride a dirt bike or didn't, and you ride on the street, it's a great way to hone your riding skill in a safe environment.
Cool. Awesome. Crystal, thank you so much for calling. We're definitely going to catch up with you again. And Julie and I, we're going to put together a group of crazy people here so we can go and ride with you at the Miami Motocross Park, okay?
Okay, excellent. We look forward to it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We'll catch up with you later.
See you, Crystal. Thank you.
We're
Thank
gonna
you, Crystal.
go really quick to an interview we did with Howard Solomon. Because, we rode with you there.
It was so great that he was sitting right in the dining room. It's like, oh, There's Solomon.
Yep. And we walked to him and we talked to him, we introduced USA to Ride, and he came to us and, got us in a golf cart and took us around for a trip around the property. And Team USA2Ride took a ride with pro long distance rider Jeff Cohen, and we came to Ona, Florida to visit Solomon's Castle, which is the castle that you guys see behind Julie and I here. And of course, we have to stop by here and talk to the man himself that built this place here. He moved here a long time ago, and this is Howard Solomon. Howard, thank you so much for receiving the team from USA2Ride and Jeffrey Cohen's rider here. It's been a fantastic day to ride, incredible day to visit your property.
Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. We have a lot of motorcycles come here.
Good. So tell us a little bit about Solomon's Castle. When did you move here? What was your idea behind building something like that with a boat in the moat and a restaurant and all that?
Well, I came here at 37 years old. I sold my businesses in the Bahamas and Miami, and I was retired. I came here to write and sculpt. And when the kids were growing up, they saw Daddy was staying home, so they wanted to stay home. My daughter got the idea to make it into a business, and we made some brochures, and we went to mobile home parks, and pretty soon we had people coming to visit us.
So how big is the castle, and how much land do you have here?
Well, we started out with 40 acres. Now it's well over 100 acres.
Wow. Cool.
And we picked up pieces that became available to us.
How many motorcycle riders do you see here every weekend?
We've had groups as many as 100 motorcycles. Usually there's about 15 or 20 motorcycles, usually.
Howard, for people who are coming here for the first time, what can visitors expect to find at Solomon's Castle?
They can expect to find something that they wouldn't expect to find.
Good.
We don't
Good
have
answer.
we don't have anything like anybody else has. We're quite unique. That's what people come here to see is something that's different.
I'm very impressed with your collection of cars. Yes, it was a great surprise because when I start to see everything here, I think just sculptures, art, painters, this kind of things. And when I saw the cars, wow! I'm really impressed.
Well, back in 2007, I saw my investments in the stock market going down. So I took the money from the stock market and I started buying antique automobiles.
No.
It started out with one car here and one car there, and I traveled to as far as Ohio and the Carolinas quite often to find these cars.
Tell us a little bit about the cars that you have in your collection.
Well, I had one criteria. The cars had to be older than myself. They had to be pre-1935. And the oldest one is 1915. It's called the Speedster. It was Ford's competition with the Stutz Bearcat, the poor man's Stutz Bearcat, an open car. And that 1915 was the year that Ford hit 1 million in production.
Howard, what's the best time of the year? What's the best time of the week for people to come and visit? And when they come here, what can they do here at your property?
Well, we've had people from all the continents, and we're open from 11 till 4. We're closed on Mondays. We're closed Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. And we're closed 3 months in the summer, July, August, and September.
And you have a restaurant here too, which is the Boat in the Moat, right?
We have a restaurant that's gotten a lot of notable comments. My daughter runs the my daughter and son-in-law run the restaurant.
Great, and Julie and I share a delicious pulled pork sandwich today, which
Yes.
we will recommend you try something like that. It's homemade food, and the walnut pie was to die for.
The float with root beer.
Oh yeah, a root beer float, perfect for a hot day after a 200
Yes.
something mile ride. So well, again, Howard, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting us, for having us visiting the castle. Fantastic lunch.
Unbelievable.
It's really been a fantastic experience.
Well, thank you for coming. Come back again.
When we ride, we must protect our eyes. Ed Schneider and Julie Maioli from Team USA2Ride here. When we go for a ride, we're always protected with 7-Eye Performance Eyewear.
That's right, Ed. These high-tech sunglasses prevent dry eyes, are super resistant, and look great too.
Learn more and get yours at 7eye.com. Stand out from the crowd with your Nex helmet. Safety and technology meet style and design. Nex helmets offer the coolest models and styles like the aggressive XT1 Raptor and the uber cool Switch. Nex helmets exceed DOT standards and are available only at the best motorcycle accessory stores. Find the store nearest you at nextnorthamerica.com. Stop by Rick K's Honda Powerhouse and check out the best selection of cruisers, sport bikes, dirt bikes, and ATVs. Their staff is amazing and their location is perfect, right off Griffin Road and I-75 in Davie. Get a new Honda at Rick K's Honda Powerhouse today. Call 954-364-3214 or visit rickkspowerhouse.com.
And we're back, USA2Ride, live from WNN 1470 AM in Boca Raton, sunny South Florida. We're gonna talk about some bamboo sunglasses. You ever try sunglasses made out of bamboo? I don't think I have. They are really, really cool.
I will show.
We'll show it to you. Well, Woody Frames are sunglasses made of 100% natural bamboo. Bamboo has the ability to grow 1 foot per day, just like me, making it the best consumable resource for the environment and your pocket. Woody frames are extremely light and float in the water. If you love water sports and can't be without your sunglasses, Woody frames are the solution. Top that with lenses that are 100% polarized. So beachgoers, kayakers, boaters, and paddleboarders like me, get a pair of Woody frames and out you go. The holidays are coming soon, so get a pair of for the outdoorsy people in your list at www.woodyframes.com. woodyframes.com. And we start now Julie Maioli's favorite subject, which is racing. So the speed moment, which is brought to you by Motor Café. All the gear you need to ride safely and in style you find at Motor Café. Motor Café.
They have good cappuccino.
Yes.
That was really good.
You try it.
I did. I had 2 cups. Yeah.
Yep. No.
That was good stuff.
You know the store? Not yet.
Store?
Store.
The store.
You know the Star?
I've been there before. Yeah.
You know Raphael, right?
Sure.
Yeah. You've met Raphael.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's the one that we have to bring out there.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there.
No.
I've driven by it a lot.
Yep. You got to go there. They have top brands: Danish, Shoei, RA, Alpine Stars. Actually, now they're gonna carry Nex helmets as well.
Yes.
I spoke with Raphael yesterday, and he's actually looking into placing some orders and getting Nex helmets available there too. They're on 3556 North Ocean Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, on A1A, right between Oakland Park and Commercial Boulevard. And by the way, if you go there and say that you heard about them on USA2Ride, they'll beat any legitimate price you can find anywhere. So go to your something superstore or something gear, find your best prices, and go to Motor Café.
something gear.
Something, yes.
Julie, well, what do you have for us? And then we're going to introduce our do you want to do the interview first with or you want to do the MotoGP first?
Oh, you can put the interview, Pembroke Pines interview.
Yeah, you sure?
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
So let's show because this has to do with a lot of the motorcycling community in South Florida is up in arms, as you guys know, because the Hooters Bike Night, which is an event that has been going on for over 12 years, might be on the verge of extinction. Let's call it this way. We know that it's already came to a halt. But it might be we don't know if it's the end of it or not, but the truth is things are changing. And Julie and I, Team USA2Ride, went down to the Pembroke Pines Police Department. We had an interview with Captain Al Zikis, which is he's actually in charge of traffic, but he's also the public information officer there. So we got together with him, and we're going to see what Captain Al Zikis has to say about the Hooters Pembroke Pines Bike Night.
Team USA2Ride, and we came to the Pembroke Pines Police Department to talk with Captain Zekes, which is the Public Information Officer here at Pembroke Pines Police Department, about what's going on with the Hooters Bike Night. What is the goal of the Pembroke Pines Police Department cracking up on motorcycle riders at Hooters in Pembroke Pines?
Well, our goal, our number one goal is traffic safety and public safety. What we want to do is try to prevent crashes from happening and to try to reduce the number of individuals that get seriously injured or unfortunately also deaths that can occur as a result of a traffic crash.
And are motorcycle riders the exclusive focus of this operation?
No, absolutely not. As part of this operation, we've stopped motor vehicles as well as motorcycles, and we've taken enforcement action on several motor vehicles as well. However, in particular, on Wednesday nights, most motorcyclists gather in one spot, and that's why our operation is geared around that spot, because that's where their greatest challenge is. If the challenge was at a different location, then we would likely be at a different location.
Is there a specific event that triggered the Pembroke Pines Police Department to focus on the bike night at Hooters?
Well, the event that's causing us to take specific actions and conduct an operation is happening on Wednesday nights at that establishment, but it's not what's happening at the establishment that we really have a concern about. It's what happens on the roadways after people leave the establishment. That's when we've observed an increased amount of individuals who disobey the traffic laws and drive in a manner that is reckless. We believe that the overwhelming majority of motorcyclists are responsible, law-abiding citizens. There's no doubt about that. But we're also looking into whether or not the motorcycle that they're driving is legal and legally on the roads, properly registered and insured, and that the driver has a motorcycle endorsement, and also whether or not it's stolen or may have stolen parts. We have, unfortunately, a large number of motorcycles that are stolen throughout the entire region, and it's our responsibility to try to identify these motorcycles and try to bring these bad guys to justice whenever we can.
You check the VIN number with the license. You try to figure out if it's really the bike legal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of our investigative efforts, and as part of the most recent operation, we've had our auto theft, which also encompasses motorcycle theft, detectives out and participating in the operation, so that when or if we identify either a motorcyclist or a motorcycle that is stolen or has stolen parts, they can continue the investigation so that we can hopefully identify some stolen motorcycles or parts, as well as the individuals that are involved in stealing these motorcycles.
What is the principal parts that you check on the motorcycles? Plates, mirrors?
Well, the advice that we normally give the public when we're educating them is that try to ensure that your mirrors are all legal and in place. Also, to make sure that the tires are not bald and that they meet the legal requirements, that the tag is properly positioned so that it's visible by anyone and everyone as the law requires, and an officer can see that tag, that it's visible. And basically all safety equipment to make sure that the brakes are functioning properly. These are all things that an officer may choose to inspect if they observe that they're deficient on the motor vehicle. So that's the advice that we give to the general public whenever we make contact with them.
Many in the motorcycle community now believe that what's happening at Hooters right now, or the focus from the Pembroke Pines Police Department on a Hooters bike event, is being caused or is credited to that fatal accident with Sam Adams. Is that true or false?
I think that is one of many incidents that we as law enforcement have to deal with throughout the entire year and throughout several years. So it's not specific to one incident, it's not specific to any group of individuals, because as I said earlier, we believe that the majority of motorists, whether they're drivers or riders, they're responsible, law-abiding citizens. It's only a small group of individuals that choose not to obey the traffic laws of the state of Florida, and it's our responsibility to ensure and do everything that we can to try to promote that public safety, and enforcement is part of that.
All of you watching on USA2Ride.com live, we just saw an interview with Captain Alzik explaining, what's going on with the Pembroke Pines Hooters bike night, and a lot of people think that the bike night there is over. We don't know about that. What we know is that things are changing, and Rick Case Honda Powerhouse, which was the sponsor of the bike night there. They've actually started a new location, a new bike night as of tomorrow, actually. No,
it's
next week.
I don't know the
November
exact.
4th.
November 4th.
Yes, we have the the photo.
Starts tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, it's official.
We're making it official.
Rick Case actually will host two bike nights this week, because they host at Rick Case Honda Powerhouse. They host. Is that November 4th? There you go.
Yes, November 4th. And this next Friday, there is the event on the store.
Confused which cameras.
The problem with that card is it says every Wednesday, and I do know that it's not every Wednesday. So I don't want to tell people that it is tomorrow. I am not 100% sure. So let's take it as a maybe.
Yes.
And no.
And yes and no.
No. And so don't make serious plans to be there for tomorrow. I'm on the maybe. Julie says yes. Eduardo's checking. But I know there was a little bit of miscommunication on whoever printed that.
Okay, and this is, hang on, this is from Brendan Batts, the general manager at Rick Case Honda Powerhouse. This Friday coming up, they have the bike night at the Rick Case Honda Powerhouse.
Absolutely.
Every first Friday of the month.
Yes, sir.
And he says that every Wednesday at Weston Carolina Ale House. So he's
nope.
I'm saying.
But I'll tell you this: no matter where it's going to be, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in on this.
Try it. Go out for a ride and try to find it.
First of all, it's too far. It's 9 miles from my house. I can't ride that far. I gotta get a hotel. I'm gonna get a hotel.
You're really all the way out there.
Burnouts. But I just say let's. I'm gonna throw a suggestion out there. If the people at Cafe 27 are listening, bring it to Cafe 27. Make a change. They've got plenty of parking. It's a bike-friendly place, and it should be a really great time. I don't know that that'll ever happen. But that's my 2 cents on it. Is sorry, Carolina Ale House. You have a great place, great food. But Cafe 27, I believe the tiki bars inside, outside. It gives you great riding, even though Rick feels it's a little bit far and the roads are dark and there's turtles are out there.
I think it's good.
Right? Isn't that what you said?
No, another thing also is the noise. When you're in Weston, it's a very residential kind of area.
Yes.
Out on US 27, noise does not come into effect.
Yeah, and also let's say one thing real quick too, and we're running out of time fast today with all these great topics. Let's be responsible riders, not ride like animals to and from bike nights. You know, really, you don't need to wheelie, you don't need to do burnouts. It's all great fun. I love it all, love going fast. But when we have so many riders, let's really keep it safe. Go to the event, go do your thing, get far enough away from the event, and then go ride 500 miles an hour on your way home. Once you're away from everybody, and then put your...
We have tracks to do this.
Exactly. Yes, go to
Segway.
Yes, we have tracks to do this.
Absolutely, and that's where it really should be happening. At the Miami Motocross track, at Florida track days, that's where the speed should be happening, not to and from bike nights. Because our behaviors, I'm going to say it as a group, our behaviors is what has caused this debauchery at Hooters.
Yeah.
Our behaviors, our friends' behaviors
and
have ruined my Wednesday nights. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, we had Sam Adams had a fatal accident coming out of there, and we actually asked Captain Zikas if that event triggered what they're doing now with the enforcement at Hooters, to say, well, he didn't say that it was that event, but he said that event.
Yes, it's not that one, but this kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, show me how cool you are at the track. How fast can you knock down laps? How many laps can you go? Not that you went 180 miles an hour for, a minute and a half. Wow.
The only thing that you cannot do when you do that is to kick your opponent's fork. Okay. Right, Julie?
Yes. Let's go.
Have you seen me race motocross about this kicking and something?
You see, there is a lot of things coming this week. I was searching about the Malaysia and everything else. And for example, Rossi starts a battle against the FIM, the decision, the penalties, because he wants to start to do the qualifying and start in a good position in the race. Today I saw that Lorenzo tried to appeal in the same,
in there, yeah.
and was denied.
Right.
So the big thing here is, for example, on Tuesday, there is should have the journalist event to talk with everything, the official day, and right now gonna have just with the teams and the riders without the news.
They're killing it for the last race of the season. They're killing it,
and they call it conference. So the decision of this appearance of Rossi gonna comes just on Friday when it starts.
By Friday.
By Friday.
Yes, when it starts.
They have to make
yes.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, another news that I read was about the executive president of Honda Racing Corporation, that he wants that the decisions should be based on facts. But he believes.
Based on the data.
Yes.
That's what he says.
He believes that happens a kick. So because
So he thinks there was a kick?
Oh yeah.
He believes. But what is the facts?
Well, wait a
is
second.
the
What's
facts?
the video? Wait a second.
What is the video?
No, there was definitely not a kick.
Come on.
Exactly not.
And yes, maybe the data shows he hit his
right.
brake. But it'd be hard for Rossi, just on a technical, there are brake guards on
Yes,
bikes.
why
It would be difficult.
MM1 doesn't want in his bike the protection of the brake?
Marcus doesn't have the brake guards.
No.
I think it's required.
No. His
No.
option, I read just today in a petition that he is the only one rider that do not have the protection of the lever.
It probably the brakes got deflated. Is what. So if Rossi gets somebody from that organization to represent him, he'll definitely be inflated then.
So let's go the NFL commissioner to take care of it.
View of the
If you look at the aerial view, it is clear.
You cannot
but
see the kick in that
no,
part.
he moved his leg out. The problem is Rossi initiated the whole incident by taking Marquez wide in the corner. He pushed him wide. Rossi's done this in the past with Gibernau.
Marcus pushed him wide before that too.
I know. Well, because Marcus is supposedly but
many
Rossi,
times before.
He let it get to him. He let his temper get in the way, and he tried pushing Marquez wide just to say, "Hey, back off, stay away from me." And then Marquez, he's not gonna, he doesn't give up, so he accelerates, and it looks like he's coming into Rossi to push against him to say,
They came together. You know?
He's saying, "I'm not backing off," and Rossi kind of looks over and said, "Get off me," and he didn't kick him. What he did is moved his knee away to say, "Get off."
Tony, I got.
And another thing.
I
Put him off the peg.
But I ran this guy over.
When you experienced something in the tracks and you have suddenly a very fast movement in your bike, your body moves on the bike too. So what I saw there was the movement, how can I say, unconditional of the body with the hit of the bike, the Marcus bike.
So just a natural response to it.
Yes, a natural response of the body
it looked
with
like
the
Valentino, like Marquez came back at him.
Yes.
Rossi pushes him. He rides him wide. Marquez is like, "That's fine. I'm going to come right back at you." So he accelerates back into Rossi, and it looks like Marquez is not afraid of contact.
Right.
As he's shown in his career. He's
Yes.
not afraid to rub.
Exactly.
I love it.
And
Rub is racing.
And he comes back, and it looks like he's headed right for Rossi to let him know I'm still here. And it just looked like it was a reflex kind of thing, like Rossi's get off me. And, you know,
I agree with you completely.
To take your foot off a peg in your middle of the corner, you can do it, but it's just easier to push your knee out.
Now, Tony, let me ask you a question. You're the head of Florida Track Days. I mean, you know, people that want to ride on the track, you're one of the great resources for people to have a chance to actually race and ride on the racetrack. Rick, I want your opinion on this too. As a motorcycle photographer, your brother is a motorcycle champion pilot as well. There was a strange deceleration on that curve from both of the riders, from both pilots, and you see a strange movement of Ross's head looking back, which, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not normal for you to go on a curve and look back.
No. I mean, on a track day, we tell our riders, don't look back. I mean, that's why we have them remove their mirrors and tape up
Exactly.
their mirrors. But in racing especially, you don't generally see riders looking back. And to me, that was Rossi's frustration coming out. And I think, and it's not just with that race, I think it was the prior race also with Rossi's frustration coming out. He thinks Marquez, I mean, in a way, it's almost a compliment to Marquez. He's thinking Marquez is faster than this. He doesn't need to be fighting with me. He really should be up in front of me, and he's purposely hanging back to try to hold me up.
Right.
And in a way, that's, I think it's a compliment to Marquez. And I think it just kind of built up. And so Rossi looked back as to say, knock it off.
Come on.
And Julie, I mean, you're a former racing pilot, and you guys have a lot more. I never went on the racetrack, so I really don't know what it feels like. It's hard not to have, a deep appreciation for what Marquez does, because in my opinion, as a watcher, as a motorcycle lover, and a motorcycle racing lover, Julie was the one that actually turned me into motorcycle racing. I think it's incredibly entertaining. I mean, I probably, if Marquez is now racing, in one of those the GPs, probably it's not going to be the same. I mean, even that race, after he fell, the race was pretty much over. Nothing else happened at the race.
Yeah, it became more of a procession.
It did. I mean, nobody could, nobody even tried anything.
As far as battles, has been, in my
phenomenal.
opinion, one of the best years I've
Yes, and I was reading that many years nobody sees some season like that.
No.
Is
and in prior
impressive.
years, I can say, there have been races that have just been flat out boring.
Yes.
Fast rider goes out,
presumíveis.
second, third, and...
Predictable.
Right,
Yes.
right, yeah.
And this one is very special because each race we have a surprise.
Right.
Each
It
race.
doesn't hurt that Valentino Rossi is coming back.
Yes.
After some horrible years with Ducati.
Yes.
Now he's back on the Yamaha. He's showing speed he hasn't shown in a long time.
Right.
He's 36 years old. This possibly could be his last chance at a championship.
Yeah.
And I think he knows it. And I think that's why you're seeing a little bit of stress come out in Rossi.
Right.
And
normally
frustration, of course.
And he's been saying things that he wouldn't say before.
And I'm very surprised with some comments that he is doing, because we always see him telling jokes and make fun for
pressure.
everything. And right now, he's very tense.
This is it. I mean, I think Rossi realizes he's 36. Maybe next year he can come back and do it, but he's so close for that championship this year.
Was winning 2015.
Oh my goodness.
I guess it'll depend on that court decision.
No.
If the court decision reverses or takes away a point in Rossi,
that he can do the qualifying.
Right, if he can qualify. If he starts in the back,
I have here the permutations to Rossi.
Really quick, because I have to talk to Tony about track days.
Oh, next time.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're going to talk about MotoGP next week as well. So.
Well, it's finished because it's
Sunday. But after the race, we're going to talk again about it.
I am talking about permutations.
Okay, we can put that on our website. Okay. Tony, Florida Track Days. What's the future of Florida Track Days? And it seems that you're coming up with the new championship series for 2016. Tell us about that.
For the new championship, it's a new race series. It's starting in January. It's something we've talked about. We've been approached about it, I don't know how many times. Hey, why don't you start a new racing series? And racing is expensive. It's expensive for riders. It's also expensive for promoters.
Right.
And so I'm happy doing my track days. I enjoy just going out, riding for fun. It's no pressure. It's just something that any casual rider can come out and do. It's not a race. Bring your street bike, ride around. But one of the tracks approached us, Palm Beach International Raceway. They're our partner in this. And they approached us maybe 2 months ago and said, hey, would you be interested in maybe putting together a race series for 2016? And, at first I was hesitant, but, they made us a really good offer, took away some of the financial pressure, I guess.
Right.
And we came up with a plan, and originally it was going to be maybe starting just a handful of races, a winter series, maybe do 3 races, 3 race days, and then talking with, some possible advertisers. They want to advertise, but they don't want to advertise for 3 race days. They want a full series.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah. And so right now on our schedule, we've got 7 weekends booked for 2016.
Cool. Awesome. We're going to bring you back here because we want to talk more about racing. Rick,
right.
Broward County Riders. What's on your schedule? What's going on with Broward County Riders?
This past weekend we had a really nice ride. We went up to Okeechobee. Actually, a friend of mine has a restaurant up there called the Taco Shop in Okeechobee. And we had about 70 riders for that.
Wow.
So that was an awesome ride. It was about 2.5 hours. We started in Fort Lauderdale, and then we're up there for lunch, and then hung out there for about an hour and came back. Our next big ride is going to be in December. It's going to be the Christmas Cruise, and it's going to be December 12th, Saturday. We've already got almost 300 riders going to that. So I got to kind of put together more of a plan for that. I really don't know where we're going to go yet. So if anybody's got some ideas, maybe you can message me.
Absolutely, yeah. Well,
where you're going with
you let us know. Let us know. We're going to promote that on USA to Ride and on Facebook. And let's go really quick here to our USA to Ride calendar. USA to Ride is partnering with the Islamorada Fish Company down in Islamorada for their Stone Crab Gem Festival. Hang on a second. That's going to be on December 5th. We're actually going to take a quick ride down there for lunch. I hope to see you everybody there. Also, we have November 21st, you're riding from
Eagle Rider.
November 22nd, we're riding from Motor Café. Everything's going to be on our Facebook page. Quick thing. South Beach Bike Week has been canceled, everybody. We don't have more information for now, but it has been canceled. I'm sorry to inform you, but I'm going to say hello to our friends of USA to Ride, Jessica Fiala and husband, Crystal Campagna. Thank you. Rafael Freitas, Jonathan Bouncer, Isabel Gallardo, the guys at Next Helmet, Eric Sprague, is Kenny Snook, Monique Byrne, Thomas Cacao, Mr. Howard, the family of Solomon's Castle, Jackie Patio, Jack and Janet from Friction Zone, Julio from Islamorada Fish Company. We'll see you there on December 5th, buddy. Eloy and Mary Estrada, and all our friends that ride with us and watch us. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next Tuesday, 6:30.
See you next week,
1470
Keep fishing, Gary, up there in Alaska. Keep it going. Bring it home.
You have been listening to USA to Ride, the show that takes you for a ride through the best of motorcycle living in the U.S. Join us next week for another exciting show. Until then, safe rides, everyone.